For this video, we're going to solve the radical equation x equals the square root of 11x minus 30. Our steps are on the right-hand side, and the first thing you want to do is isolate your radical term. The radical term needs to be on one side of the equal sign by itself, everything else on the other side, and that is done for us in this problem. Step 2, we want to square both sides. So we're going to have x squared equals, and then square the right-hand side. And when you do that, the exponent and the radical are going to cancel out for you, leaving you with x squared equals 11x minus 30. After you square both sides, then you're going to solve. So you have to determine if you have a linear equation or a quadratic equation. This one's a quadratic equation. So using the methods of solving quadratic equation, what I want to do is move all terms to one side. So I'm going to subtract 11x and add 30. So you want this to equal 0 if you're going to factor or use your quadratic formula. Okay. At this point, we want to go ahead and see if we can factor. If we can factor, we'll do so to finish solving. So whatever factoring method you use, go ahead and apply that here. So my method, a times c, two factors of ac, whose sum is negative 11. I'm going to use negative 5, negative 6 to make that happen. Factoring, bring down your constants, divide by a. A is 1, so that's not going to change those values. Okay, so this is factorable. We'll use factoring to solve. And with factoring, as long as you have it factored, it equals 0, you're going to take each factor, set it equal to 0, and then continue solving. So we have two possible solutions, 5 and 6. Okay, but you have to always go back and check to make sure they work, because not all solutions are going to work for radical equations. So let's take our original equation. It was x equals the square root of 11x minus 30. Okay, let's start with x equal 5. So we're going to plug it in, and as long as we plug it in and it equals a true statement, we can use it. So 5 equals 11 times 5 minus 30. 11 times 5 is 55. Minus 30 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5. So 5 can be used as a solution. We're going to do the same thing with 6 and make sure it works for us. 11 times 6 is 66. Minus 30 is 36. The square root of 36 is 6. So that one works too. So both of those are solutions to this radical equation.